Hello everyone, Mikezodia here, and welcome to the first episode of the Lorerim Let's Play series featuring the wizard. We currently went ahead and created our character. I decided to give it a traditional wizard look. I would have preferred to make the beard a little longer, but it tends to clip to the clothing, so I didn't want to make it too big. This should be just about a modest size for it. Went ahead and chose Midden, and we're going to get right into it. I have no idea what to name this guy, so I'm probably just going to call him Merlin. Alright, so we're going to roll out with the apprentice. Okay, so destruction will be our main spell tree, so that's going to be one of our majors. We want to crank this up as much as possible. Alteration will be our defense. Now, illusion is going to play a very strong role for us. In fact, it's going to be one of our major skills, just like destruction. However, I will hold off on making this a major and instead put it into enchanting. Enchanting is going to play a vital role in the early game, so we're definitely going to want this high. And I'm going to go ahead and raise illusion with one of my minor skills. For the remaining minor skills, I'm going to get restoration for a little bit of healing. And I'm going to get alchemy. Finesse has some unarmed defense boosts, so I don't mind getting the point in there. You want speech for prices. For my last perk, we have a few places to throw it in. We could throw in conjuration, for example, or wafer, but I'm leaning slightly towards sneak because this gives us access to arcane assassin, which lets us cast spells silently. I don't think we're going to use it too much. Like, we're not going to be like assassin character or anything like that, but it's nice to have, right? Sometimes you just want to cast a spell without having every enemy in the screen hostile you. So we'll probably put those on points in here. Okay, that kind of looks good to me. Let's go with this. Okay, so none of these starting religions really matters to me, but I will take Mar for the time being, only because I just want the gradual health regen outside of combat. Okay, so now we gotta choose our first two perks. Now, right off the bat, since we're playing a heavy spellcaster, we're gonna have this. You need to take Soul Reaver. It's just too good to give up. This is because as a full caster, you're going to depend heavily on your gear. So having the stronger gear enchantments is always nice. That stronger reduction, stronger everything. This is very powerful on any mage. Other than that, the next one you probably would want to get is Jack of all spells. Jack of all spells makes all your novice, apprentice, and adept spells 20% stronger. From what I've heard recently, this boost is actually multiplicative. So if you were at a level 100 destruction, your adept spells will be, instead of doing 300% increased damage, it'll be doing 360. And your master tier spells, which would have been doing 500, will be decreased down to 400% increased damage. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, this is covered in the Mage Guide series on my channel. I'll put the link to this description where it talks about spell scaling. It's a very important lesson. If you're playing a mage character, there's no reason not to learn about it, like how your spells work or how it gets stronger, because those are the tools of your trade, you know? So definitely take a look at that. Now, as much as I want to grab Jack of all spells, because I could always drop it later if I decide to not need it, and you could pretty much beat the game with just add up low spells if you really wanted to. But I'm going to hold off of this. I know this is a crazy thing to do, but I'm going to hold off on Jack of all spells for this build. Instead, I'm going to go for Blood Warrior. Now, the reason I'm doing this, which is kind of crazy, is because for those of you guys who don't know about derived attributes, your stat points every level give you more than just health, magic, and stamina. There's other things that adds to it, such as adding damage and whatnot. but the health doesn't really give us anything in terms of being a mage, you know? Like, it gives a little bit of poison and disease resistance, I guess, but otherwise, I don't really care about the one-handed damage or the two-handed damage and stuff like that. So, putting points into health would be nice, but you know, it's not going to help me in terms of attributes, whereas the Magicka will give me magical regeneration and magical resistance, which is all very nice. However, the health points you gave from Blood Warrior will not give you any derived attributes, so this is just free health points. The physical damage makes it, like, it's scaring me a little bit because I know archers are the bane of our existence, and now I'm pretty much guaranteeing a one-shot at any time from them. But warrior types are not really something I'm worried about nearly as much because you could always kite them. It'll be a little troublesome indoors, but for the most part, I am hoping to counter them. Poison, not too worried about. 100 free health and the 5 health every level will definitely help once we're dealing with mages later on in the game, because they're not going to hit us with physical attacks, and health actually matters at that point. So this is going to be our pick for here. Once again, I've tested this just a little bit, but I'm having a feeling that it's going to work out good. If I made an archer character, I'd probably take the same thing. I'll take this one right here, because in archers, you're going to dump everything to stamina anyway. Alright, so you have a good chunk of health now, 225, which is not bad. We'll constantly get 5 health every level up. So first off, we can go ahead and grab some free food.
Destiny calls you. Go to it.
I wonder why he's red. Alright, let's do this. We took the College of Winterhold start since it's the strongest start for our build. Okay, now some of you guys have been wondering how to level a mage in the early game. Now, there's many ways to level. You could kill enemies and stuff like that, but questing is actually a great way to do it also.
I'm simply trying to understand the reasoning behind the decision.
You may be welcome to the college. Another new student. I'm surprised at how many of you there are lately. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, you may find them more to your liking than your current clothes. I'll give you a brief tour, and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin? Initially, you'll be learning from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards. Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
So right off the bat, I got a little bit of experience points, and I'm going to get a bunch more. Like, literally just doing the Mage Guild questline gives you so much experience points. Okay, so before we go for the lessons, we're going to get all the free loot that they have over here. You see all this, plus the skill books here. I won't touch them for now, but they're there. We got all the free loot.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with
You had the same beard.
or else disaster is
But
inevitable.
we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do?
Safety is very important.
Well, your classmates certainly seem to disagree with you.
Oh, don't listen to him. We can do it. Just give us a chance.
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells? That's all right. I can teach you a very basic ward, one that's enough for the purposes of this lesson. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please, just opposite me. Want anyone else in the way? Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up. Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start.
Pay attention to my XP bar real quick.
With wards, please. All right, everyone. That's all for now. Keep it up.
Cesargo continues to
You guys see that? I just got a bunch of experience points just for casting a ward spell.
Maybe later? I'm
Good
sort
to
of
see
busy now.
Skyrim still has
Cesargo
such fine
understands.
people.
You
You give an
hesitate
old
because you know
man hope.
Cesargo will be better than you. Very
Ah,
well.
excellent. Very good. Today, I'll teach you a useful spell that might just save your life. If you should ever fall into a river, you'll be very glad you learned it. I will teach you how to breathe underwater. This is exciting, isn't it? Here, take a look at this. Just let me know when you're ready to practice the spell, all right? It's always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education. That's what this lesson is for. Perfect time to try it out. I think perhaps you could help one of our scholars. Ah, yes. Find Aniel Gain. Look around. I'm sure you'll find him. He'll show you what to do.
Before we go talk to them, I'm gonna go ahead and read a bunch of spell books real quick. Like the ones I probably need for the time being, which would be mostly the novice level ones. This way we can sell it and get rid of them after. For the time being.
Even
Even with the college's laid-back attitude, there are still some things that are off limits.
Alright, so before we do Arniel's quest, I want to go ahead and get some rest real quick. This way we get our full magicka back and everything like that. Because I won't be resting for a little while after that. For those who don't know about experience points, when quests, like the quest rewards are all static, but killing monsters give you more experience points if you are lower level than them. So the lower you are, the better. I don't see this guy anywhere, but alright, let me just hit the bit real quick. Shit, before I do. You almost always get an armor encyclopedia and some other book in here. This is why I love this starting location. Okay, I might go ahead and grab this healing spell hands over here too. Yeah, 4 hours is not that bad. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how I get levels on my mage in the early game. It's pretty much just questing and doing really easy to do stuff, and you get tons of experience points for it. The most important thing is you want to sleep first, because obviously you want to maintain level 1 as long as possible. And don't worry, I won't be chasing giants or anything like that. It's going to be really simple stuff. Alright, so we're going to sleep till about morning. I don't know if Tolfier's still here or not. If he is, that'll be great. I gotta sell some stuff. Actually, I'll probably just catch Ferald on the way out. That'll probably be better. Probably usually stand by the gates, so that's an easy way to sell stuff. And she's not here, surprisingly enough.
To the inn for a drink, of course. Where else could I even go in this god's-forsaken town?
And what? You think that'll solve all your problems?
Probably not, but it's worth a try.
Alright, let's go ahead and grab some stuff.
They say the college has been snooping. Take a look.
Alright, so now I'm going to pretty much sell the stuff that I don't need. So let's get rid of them. I'm going to hang on to the summon spells. They're always useful to have.
All right then.
Okay, so that pretty much gave me... Oh, I forgot to sell the staves also. Gotta sell that as well. Well, there's no rush. I can go to it later. Now, the first place we want to go to is right over here, Winter Hall Library. I'm probably not going to use Julianos, but his shrine is here, and it's probably better than Mara for the time being. So I am going to pray to him. And also, just by praying to his shrine, we get additional 40 magicka, which is always nice. I think he's going to do the long prayer right now. So I'm kind of stuck in place for the time being. There we go. Alrighty. So after that pit stop, let's head over to Whiterun. I know you guys could do missives, but I noticed that in the early game, the missives are like, it's only like 1 or 2 of them, and there's not too many delivery ones.
Carriages to all the cities in Skyrim. Where do you want to go? Going straight through, or did you want to stop somewhere along the way? Climb and back, and we'll be off.
I actually forgot to grab a, I forgot to put my perk points in real quick and sleep before doing that. But it's okay. We can work around that. I still have to conjure wolf, which is good enough.
Never been to Whiterun before? The Jarl's Palace is something to see. Dragon Search, they call it. Big old dragon skull hanging on the wall.
So the first place we want to go to is Whiterun, because there's going to be a giant at the farm right behind us. It doesn't give the same experience points as a normal giant, but if you contribute to it, you get a little bit of experience. Ooh, that was a mistake. This is why you get fire spell.
You're making me angry.
Alright, I hit it one time, so I get credit for it. This is why I wanted to get the flame spell from Novice Destruction, just so I could help with this fight. It's fine. And there you go, I leveled up.
You look strong. Come to your Vasker and be a companion.
You handle yourself well. You could make for a decent shield, brother. We are. This giant was bothering the farmers in the area, so we took care of it. Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Codlac Whitemane up in your Vaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
As you can see, we are now level 2. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some... Let's see if I can find them. Get more experience points from discovering new locations, so I'm going to discover them while we travel. And here they are. Purple flowers. Now, as you can see, my stamina bar is decreasing as I'm walking because I don't have the minimum stamina required to give me a decent stamina regeneration. So what I do is just eat one of these flowers along the way to help me travel. It's not a long-term fix, but just for the time being. desk. Or I have no idea who I pissed off or why I pissed them off. Right now I'm just getting free experience points because they're doing all the fighting. I'm just gonna be watching. That worked out. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yes, for those of you guys who are playing any other character besides Mage, you can do the same exact thing as I'm doing right now for free experience points. Now our goal is right over there at that watchtower, watchtower, guard tower. So over here, there's going to be a combat between Whiterun guards and some bandits. You're going to contribute to this fight. Because you get free bandit experience points just for being here. A good chance one of the guards might die, but you do want to contribute because sometimes the bandits win, and it's really hard to loot the bodies. There you go. For those of you who took the mage start, now you get free gear if you need a little bit of armor or whatever. Now, did a Whiterun guard die? I was hoping one did, but I guess not. He survived. That's a little fortunate. And now, the main reason why we're here, Cicero's wagon. It gives an enormous amount of experience points for no apparent reason, so always do this if you can.
Ah, bothering me fuddle! Stuck here. Stuck! My mother, my poor mother. Hunting. Have rest. But too still. Oh, poor Cicero is stuck. Can't you see? I was transporting my dear, sweet mother. Well, not her. Her corpse. She's quite dead. I'm taking Mother to a new home, a new crypt, but... Ah! Wagon wheel! Damnedest wagon wheel! It broke. Don't you see? Oh! Oh, yes! Yes, the kindly stranger can certainly help. Go to the farm, the Lorius farm, just over there off the road. Talk to Lorius. He has tools. He can help me, but he won't. He refuses. Convince Lorius to fix my wheel. Do that, and poor Cicero will reward you with coin. Gleamy, shiny coin.
Alrighty.
Oh, for the love of Mara, what now? That Cicero feller? Tell me something I don't know. Crazy fool's already asked me about 5 times. Seems he's not satisfied with my answer. Why can't he just leave us alone? Pay me? You think this is about money? Have you seen the man? He's completely out of his head. A jester here in Skyrim? Ain't been a merry man in these parts for 100 years. And he's transporting some giant box. Says it's a coffin, and he's going to bury his mother. Mother, my eye. You could have anything in there. War contraband, weapons, skooma. Ain't no way I'm getting involved in any of that. What? What? And just who in Mara's name are you, anyway? Hmm? Come here, telling me my business. And for what? To help a fool? Look, Yes, you're right. Feller might be nutters, might not. But fact is, he needs help. I turned him away. What kind of a man am I, huh? Look, thanks. And I'm sorry for my unneighborly reaction. If you talk to Cicero, you be sure to tell him I'll be down to help soon.
There we go. For the record, this could actually give you enough experience points to go from level 1 to level 2, if I remember correctly, offhand. I just know it gives you a large chunk of it.
Poor mother! Her new home seems so very far. You did? He has? Oh, stranger! You have made Cicero so happy, so jubilant and ecstatic, but more, even more, my mother thanks you. Here for your troubles, shiny, clinky gold. A few coins for your kind deed, and thank you again.
That's it. Easy experience points. Take a look at my experience bar on the bottom left, by the way. You'll notice it's 1,000 out of 300. So I almost leveled, I think, 3 times now already. Okay, so that's it for this place. We're now headed back to the college. Actually, no. Just want to see a few more we could do. We had the Mammoth Tux for your Solstheim. We could cash that in. Also, we could actually go punch Mikhail a little bit, and that gives it a little bit of more spirit points right there while we're level 1. It's not much, but I guess it all adds up in the end, right? I probably should have grabbed some light armor. I might just skip the Mikhail fight, because normally I usually grab light armor before I do that. And I didn't grab it this time around since I wasn't really caring about it. I mean, it's still possible. You could just go to stance. Oh, troll. Now that, on the other hand, I have nothing for this early in the game. Yeah, I want to stay clear of that. I don't have any fire spells on me or anything right now. This keeps my stamina nice and healthy while we just keep on moving. So after this, we will be heading back to the college, and then we're going to begin all the mage questline stuff. At least the introduction part of it, because it's free experience points, so why not? By the time we're done, I'm hoping we should be hit level 6 or 7. That should put us in a great range to do missives and some bandit areas and whatnot. You know, that'll be a great starting point for us. I don't know why I'm having the breathing sounds over and over. Alrighty.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own.
Take a look at what I have for sale.
Got something to sell? Come and talk to me.
Alright, don't see Isolde.
Life's hard enough with all these men propositioning me. But that bard is the worst. That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about me. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh. If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though. Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables.
If I recall, you get more experience points for knocking him out than to just... That's the persuasion check, so I'm just gonna go at him and just hit him.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the...
Now, ideally, I would have preferred to have the alteration spell, like Iron Flesh or something like that, just to make myself a little more tankier. Or to pick up some armor, and I did neither of it, so there's a chance I might actually lose this fight. So I'm going to go ahead and enter stance 3. This Oak Flesh on target, too bad it's not me. What I will do is probably pop a healing potion real quick. I don't know, he might catch that though. It's alright.
If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look elsewhere. Once Mikhail gets them, they're got. Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet. I don't have to take that from you. Come on, let's see what you're made of.
Get there! Come on!
Fight back!
You're tougher than you look. You got me fair and square. You win. On my honor, Carlotta won't have to worry about me ever again. This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperial.
Pretty where's Carlotta? Let's cash this in.
Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables for sale. Really? You convinced that loot player to stop chasing me? I'd thank the gods, but I'll settle for thanking you. Here's some coin for your help. Thanks for the business.
Yep, a little more experience points. It's not much, but it just adds up. Okay, let's check this mystic board real quick. I don't know why I'm getting these spikes all of a sudden. We got 2 delivery quests right there. 1 second, quick. I had no idea what that was about. I thought maybe it had something running in the background, but no. Okay, so now we're headed to the College of Winterhold.
Skyrim didn't have enough outsiders. Now we've got mercenaries from Hammerfell strutting about. because you always lose, elf.
Okay, so before we start the college quest line, we're gonna head over to Saarthal to grab a few supplies that we need. It'll just make our lives a lot easier, and you're gonna see why. Alright, I see some enemies over there. At least I think they're enemies because they don't look friendly. I could lure them. That place right there. Those guys belong to the college. They'll defend us with their lives if they have to. I have no idea what these guys are about though. Oh, there's hunters. Okay, good. A lot of times when you see people standing there, it's usually never a good thing. It's always someone that's trying to kill you. Vampires, especially at nighttime. There is free food and stuff in here, so you can always grab that if you need it. Okay, so you're probably wondering, why am I tracking all the way down to Saarthal right now? You're going to see right at the bottom, there's some supplies that we're going to plunder. Supplies will help us complete the quest line for the mage intro quest. Alright, so there's 2 potions here. One to restore health, so you definitely want to grab that. And there's more right here, along with Flame Astronaut spells, which is the one that we are here for. Once you grab all that, we can just go ahead and fast travel back to college. Now there is more combat ahead of us, so if you want to get the most experience points, you want to stay level 1, but if you're struggling at any point, just go ahead and sleep, level up, you'll get more spells, more stronger stuff, and then you can continue a little bit stronger, you know, and it'll give you a little bit of an edge. But if you can maintain level 1 for a while longer, you'll be in good hands. Guy up here somewhere. I see this guy all the time, but when you're looking for him, you just can't find him for some reason. I guess that's usually the case for a lot of stuff. I do need this key though. There we go.
I'm working on some very important research, I assure you. Yes. You must be one of the new apprentices then, right? Ah, I see. Well, now, I guess you'll have to come with me. Good. The 2 of us then. Isn't this exciting? Just north of here. It's not far, but travel has become dangerous of late. get ready. If that's what you want, I'll see you there soon.
Alrighty. You guys need any more free food? There's a little rat cave over here that has some food in there. Feel free to grab it. Might just use that scroll to sell. Okay, so Arniel should be right north of us. She's surprised I didn't kill us. And by the way, you could kill Horkers at level 1 on a mage if you used illusion magic for Pale Shadow. Lets you create a copy of a Horker. So just use that and they'll pretty much slaughter each other. Really, it's a really amazing spell. It's assuming you don't want to go down to what do you call it, Whiterun or anything like that. Yes, by all means, you could turn this into stamina potions instead of just eating them raw like I am. You'll also get 5 experience points for every potion you craft, but I decided just to eat it because I don't want to sit stall time to try to make potions with it. There he is.
We're finally here. Good, good. Yes. So. Yes. There should be a crystal down there. Somewhere. Please, do be careful. And, you know, use the spell. Thank you, and good luck. Yeah. Excellent. Thank you.
Alright, so we're pretty much going to be diving down that location over there. We'll use our healing spell to patch ourselves up between. Pretty much going to be on this rock right here. Okay, remember those potions we picked up at the Saarthal area? You want to get the Recovery 5 potion, if possible. That's all you really need. You can use a higher one if you want to, and just drink this before you dive down. As you can see, it's countering the degen from the frozen water. Just grab the crystal and come right back to the surface as quickly as you can. And chances are you'll make it without any issue. There you go. That wasn't that hard, right?
Please tell me you found the crystal. Waste of time, then. Certainly none of this will benefit my research. Still, I suppose you'd better show that to Tolfdir nonetheless. And perhaps, you know, there's still something to be learned here. Well, I hope so. Oh, it doesn't matter now. Anyway, you'd better talk to Tolfdir at the college. I'll see you there soon. And thank you.
So just gonna warm up by this fire a little while, and then we're gonna head over to Tolfdir. Okay, let's see. Let's head there.
I'm off to bed. I really need to sleep.
I'm getting into bed now. Well, your classmates certainly seem eager to learn. How do you think we should spend the remainder of our classroom time? Wonderful, just wonderful. As I've always said, another day, another opportunity to learn. It's always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education. You give an old man hope. Thank you for bringing this to me. You did your part. Very good. Now, keep studying. You've only scratched the surface. Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an... Yes? How can I help you? Of course. I'll be glad to help you. Let's see. There you go. Take care now.
So, since we're going for the experienced ones, like the combat experience ones first, we're going to hit the scholars that give us combat ones. This will be Colette and Feralda, because they require you to fight Trogger and Ice Wraiths. The other ones are usually just passive stuff, just walking and talking and stuff like that. I think the Illusion guy gives you a quest to kill some Skeevers, which is not really much of an issue. Okay, so first up, I want to deal with Colette, since hers is the more annoying one of all of them, really.
You consider restoration a valid school of magic, worthy of study, don't you? Don't you? Good, good. Not that I require validation, of course. There are just some, and I shan't name names, who would disagree. It can make life difficult when one's colleagues fail to recognize the research one engages in. Aye, that I do. Well, look at you. New student, Good, yes, good. Well then, firstly, The ability to repel the undead cannot be ignored. Restoration's not just healing cuts and bruises, you know. The undead are a very real, very dangerous threat, and restoration magics can keep them at bay. Skyrim is well known to be full of these Draugr. Have you met one of those? Oh, I see. Fine. Here, this is for you, then. Take it. Just be sure to put it to good use.
It's also why you wanted to sleep before you did all this, because as you can see, you're losing your rested bonus over time.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic. Excellent. You should give it a try, right? Talk to Tolfdir. Yes. He was here, but he left. Mentioned something about needing help. Okay, well, that's all I've got. Bye now.
Before we go talk to Tolfdir, let me go ahead and put a point into destruction right now to get that flame spell. I'm gonna grab Circle of Entropy and Flames. Alternatively, I could always do Feralda's quest first and get her Firebolt spell, which works just as good, but I'm just gonna use Novice for the time being. It's the other way. I keep mixing these places up.
It's always encouraging to see the... yes. We've become aware of a problem in Winterhold. Underneath the college, Draugr, down in the Midden. Nothing truly dangerous, but still, it needs to be taken care of course. Excellent. It's good to know that won't be a problem any longer. But please, do be careful, all right? Good.
This is one of the harder ones to kill 3 Draugrs, but the reason why we went to Saarthal was for those Flame Atronach spells. Now, if you use them correctly, 1 Flame Atronach should be enough to kill 1 Draugr in an even exchange. But, you know, sometimes randomness happens, the Flame Atronach misses their spell or whatnot, so you do have some backup extra ones if you needed. However, any leftover ones that you don't use over here can be used against the ice wraith as well, because 1 Flame Atronach should be able to kill an ice wraith as well. Okay, so this is the part where we get ready. We want to keep our flames handy on us. Of course, we do have backup summons if this is not enough. We just need to save at least 1, maybe 2 for the ice wraith. That's the end of that. I think the last Draugr died to some unknown horse over there. But that's no big issue because... Oh, look, we have an archer now. Okay, so the third one I was going to use on that guy, I use on this guy instead. Either way, as you can see, it does work. This is a simple strategy that you can use for this early part. Now we do have one more quest to do before we sleep again. That's to do for all this because she sends us against an ice rate and we want the experience points for that as well. And preferably we want it at level 1 when it gives us the most. Okay, let's talk to Colette and cash this in. She's not even in here anymore. Just so you know, these early game college quests, especially in the early game, 2 of these are enough to level you up. So they're a great source of early XP.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic. Oh, really? Waste of time, then. Simply barbaric. Now the whole thing's over and done with, so let's stop talking about it,
So yeah, she was upset that I didn't use her undead spell, but, you know, I mean, you could have used it to make her happy. Just used it 1 point before you summon an Atronach and have worked it, but I decided against it. Next would be Feralda. She's outside in the cold again. It's Feralda. Never mind.
Was that really necessary? You wish to master the arcane arts, huh? Well, if you insist. Destruction spells come in different forms, each useful for various purposes. So, fire, a capricious element, often deadly, but always exciting. Let's see. A standard spell for one skilled in destruction magic is the Firebolt. Tell me, can you cast it? Oh, I see. Well, in that case, here, take this. I suggest you learn more on your own. Come back once you've attained some measure of success. Mirabelle does a fine job as Master Wizard, I suppose. Ah, good. So, a small test, if you will. Here, I'll mark the location on your map. Good luck.
Ready. So now we just head over to that location, kill the ice rate, and then we can sleep and get some free levels. That should be the last real combat one. Plus it'll let us save our game so we don't lose any of the progress we made so far. Let's see here. Quest is that one, and I believe it is out here somewhere in that direction. Okay. And once again, I could always summon a Matronach to fight this thing, or I could use the Firebolt spell, or I could use both. I'm probably going to use both those, this way she doesn't get upset that I didn't use one. Alrighty, so we're almost there. I say almost, but you know, at least we this way. All we did was climb down the mountain, so I got that whole pathway up ahead to go. Here's the ice rate. Now this thing does move kind of fast, so be careful. And there we go. We could have done it without this summon, but you know, if you're playing a different character that doesn't have fire magic, or you're playing like a warrior or something like that, you can still just do it with that. Alright, there's no point in walking back. You can just fast travel there. For all that's still inside. There you go. Those are the two hardest ones, I think, from the entire intro quest, including the... Actually, that 3. The swimming one is also hard for some players as well. So between the swimming, the Draugr, and the ice raid, I think those are the hardest ones. The rest are just blindly easy. Anyone could really pull those off.
Mirabelle... I can't wait to see who succeeds Mirabelle. I've no doubt she'll be promoted. Excellent. Well done indeed. The Firebolt spell is useful to any mage. Wield it faithfully, and few can withstand you. But always remember, focusing solely on flame spells will make them more powerful, of course. But you may find yourself at a disadvantage against foes immune to fire. Choosing the right element can be a big advantage. Good. Now, I've got all sorts of errands to run. See you around.
Ready. Now we can just go ahead and cash in. Obviously, we can do the rest of the ones, but they're just gonna give us quest experience points, which does not matter, like what our level is. So it's just a matter of just completing them. So we can go ahead and sleep right now. Thanks to Blood Warrior, which will give us our health, we can focus all our stats into magic instead. Alright, let's do this. Destruction up. Alteration for sure. We definitely want to crank Enchanting no matter what this early on. We can put us some points into Restoration. We definitely want to raise Finesse also. Or actually Sneak as well. Both of those would be useful. Okay, I do want to raise Sneak as well to a certain point. I think 25 is like old enough for that. But we could always use trainers for that if we wanted to. I could also do Speechcraft and Alchemy right now. Leaning towards Speechcraft to make my prices a little better. Because we will be buying spell books, right? So that needs to really be up there. Much more, we're cranking that up, and now let's start cranking our destruction as well. Get these up here now. Alright, we are now level 5, almost level 6 actually, and we haven't even completed all the college intro quests, so I'm pretty sure we're going to gain another 6, 7, I think I want to say at least level 7, possibly 8, or halfway towards 8, and then we also have to do, like, we have options to do missives also if we wanted to. Now we're going to get Apprentice Destruction. The reason why we're getting this is because we got the Firebolt spell, and if we want to use that, we're going to make it cost cheaper for us. Also empower the damage. Okay, so from here, we need a lightning spell because I already have a fire spell and I want something for a different element. So I get a lightning bolt right over here. And I'm thinking about getting a frost spell as well, just to have one on hand, you know? Probably won't use too much of it, but just a little bit. There's also elemental bow that gives me one of, like, all the elements at once. This is me, I'm not seeing the frost weapon, like the ice spike. Oh, there we go, ice spike. That's what I'm looking for. This gives us options at least. We have all 3 elements. Mostly we'll be dealing with fire and lightning, but I don't want to carry a little bit of ice because sometimes, like, you run into some enemies that might be weak to ice, and I'd rather have it on me. Okay, so we actually have to put some points to Illusion, because Illusion will be a staple in our build as well. From here, we want to get Fury and Pale Shadow, because they're 2 very powerful spells in the early game. It's bedtime. Before we put another point here, I also want to get some into... do need alteration as well. But I also need enchanting as well. All really the stuff here. The main thing for enchanting is we want to get our hands on this right here, staff channeling. People neglect this for some reason. I think it's absolutely amazing. In the early game, you don't have a lot of magicka and magic recovery and cost reduction. So managing your magicka is very important. Having a staff in your hand makes all your spell cost 10% less at level 1 and 20% at level 2. That is global cost reduction, which is powerful. That means any spell tree you want to use, it will get reduced by 20% with this. Then throw in the Prophet Sandals, that's 30% right there, while also empowering your offhand. It's not going to hit as hard as a dual casted destruction spell, but I don't see myself dual casting on every single enemy. So I can use this for like the father ones and the bosses. I could actually hit them with one of my other spells, you know, like the dual cast or whatever. Okay, I'm probably gonna put one into alteration and then work my way up to staff magic. Let's try that real quick. So right off the bat, I got a 10% reduction to all spells now. So as I'm holding a staff, I have the ability to craft staves and scrolls if I wanted to. And I put a point into alteration. Level 1, I'm going to grab Oak Flesh. And I'm more than likely going to grab Open Novice Lock. I probably don't need adventuring gear right now.
Please let me sleep.
Alrighty, and that should be pretty much everything. You just have to sit there reading all this books, and this is a lot of reading to do, so I'm going to be right back after I'm done reading all this stuff. Alright guys, we are now back. Finished reading all the books, and I added some spells to my G wheel as well.
I'm off to bed. I really need to sleep.
And we are ready to go. We do have to finish some more scholar quests, so we can do that. Then I think we should go for the Prophet Sandals, as that'll give us the next reduction. Also need to hotkey this thing right here as well. Let's go with Fiery Touch.
Enchanting services.
His quest is probably the longest one. He requires us to pretty much travel to locations. It's not hard, it's actually very easy. It's just travel requirement. The other ones are actually just around here, so I'm going to knock those out first.
You have a death wish? Yes, well, no. I'm here to help you with books, that's all. So, what do you want? Speak. Well, well, that's what I was hoping you'd say. Here, take this. Check it out, but be careful, all right? Yeah?
You could read the book, but
Did you
I
read
already
it
read
yourself? Really? Well, in that case, how about a test? All right. How about this? What did you learn from the book, huh? Go on. Tell me then. Yes? What then? Indeed. Each reader sees through different lenses, and may come away with a different reading. Clever. Now, a mage is only as good as what he knows. Remember that.
Yo, easy level 6.
I'm tired.
You can see me? Confound it all, I was quite sure I was invisible. Or at least transparent. Ah, so my reputation precedes me. Yes, I can teach you a few things. Illusion really is the least appreciated of the schools of magic. Never underestimate the ability to influence others. Whether they're friends or foes, they're almost all susceptible to illusion spells. Is that clear? Oh, I see. Wonderful. Let's see what you can do. Did you hear all that noise outside? Skeevers. Disgusting. Your assistance would be most useful. Clear the filthy skeeverdom. With magic at your side, you'll have nothing to fear.
If for any reason you did not have the Fury spell already, he'll give you a free copy. So for your first level illusion, you could choose like, a different spell like Pale Shadow with something else, and he'll give you the free Fury. I just went ahead and grabbed it anyway. Mostly because I want to do all my reading at once. Okay, so let's see here. That's the teacher side, so this side's the exit. Let's go. Heading back down the hill. Remember that place where you grabbed some free food at? A little hole-looking thing? So over there, there's going to be skeevers now. See them right there? And you're going to use your Fury spell on them to complete this quest line. It's pretty easy, really. And now, as long as we're holding staff, this spell will be 10% cheaper. Although we're out of magic stamina now, so that's going to be bad. Let's eat some food real quick. For those who don't know, casting with very little stamina is going to increase your spells by a ton. I literally mean a ton. So you never want to cast low stamina. So always keep an eye on your stamina level, even as a mage. It's very important. Now, they should be fighting each other with the Fury spell, but apparently not. Apparently they'd rather fight me instead. At this point, we should be strong enough to take some bandits out too, you know? So you could always go down around to near Riverwood and stuff like that and start killing bandits with no issue. I might actually just do that. Instead of doing the enchanting quest, I can save that one for later, and we just go ahead and we'll pick up the quests, and if we get in the neighborhood, we'll go ahead and grab it and finish the quest line. But for the time being, let's go ahead and start killing some bandits and things. And we do have to be careful though, because like we do have the Blood Warrior trait, and that's going to make us take more physical damage. So these archers are going to be a complete pain, an absolute pain.
Why, you... Yes, yes, what do you want? Look at you, young and stupid. Do you have any idea how busy I am? What kind of question is that? Look at me. I haven't slept properly in days. As always, the Nords don't ever stop wanting things enchanted. No, but maybe... Ah, yes. Good. You've come to the right place. I'd be happy to teach you. Well, there's a client. Wants me to do some enchanting. Well, can you help out with that? Enchanting is simple. Unless, of course, you are simple. Then, I can't help you. Let's see. Here, this is for you. I'm sure you can figure it out on your own. Assuming, of course, that you can read.
So we're pretty much gonna re-enchant this weapon. Yep. And now we progress this storyline as well.
If you require us, if you would, please also contain your
forgot
summons to
about
the
him.
college grounds. The locals do not to be agitated further by Atronachs roaming their town.
By the gods! Watching you reminds me of my first days as an enchanter. Keep studying. You've only scratched the surface. So, here's the name and location of the client. Well, what are you waiting for? I'm not getting any younger, you know.
Yeah, gotta go deliver this thing now. We can do that some other time though. It actually adds a new addition to the college too, by the way, if you did complete that quest line. This is rather easy. Let's go ahead and do this. Cash this one in as well for free experience points as well.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
What to... Huh? Haha! Oh, I knew I had a good feeling about you. Very good. But keep studying. You've only scratched the surface.
Alrighty. And now we play a little bit of game.
Is it absolutely necessary for you to bother me right now? Yes, whatever. I care little for idle conversation. But perhaps you need help with conjuration magic. Oh, really? Good. Follow me. I think it's time to test your knowledge against mine. Exciting, isn't it?
So you're pretty much gonna have a little Pokemon style battle.
The spell. Come on, let's see what you're made of. How quickly you've advanced. Most impressive. Well, now is my turn. Watch this. Come on, fight! Fight! Come on! Come on! I'm sorry, but that was hardly the challenge. Sad, isn't it? Indeed. However, all conjuration spells deserve study. Summon dogs can be useful, of course. Well, at the very least, as an amusing diversion for your enemies. Perhaps one day, but not today. You still have so much to learn, and these spells are difficult. Well, I mean, for an apprentice like yourself. But keep this up, and you'll do quite well for yourself. Yes. Now, I really am busy, so until later.
Now, whatever he just said, ignore all that because your little wolf can do a lot of damage. Don't ever underestimate those wolves. If you're ever pinned behind a corner like this, and there's the archer around the corner that's ready to shoot you and kill you in one hit, summon your wolf, it'll go around the corner and it will more than likely kill that archer or take its attention off you. And you can just pop out and hit it with a firebolt. Like, these wolves are extremely dangerous, especially in high numbers. I want to say they have very high DPS. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and sleep since we leveled up again. Or probably twice actually, now that I think about it. Let's see. Alright, we're gonna keep cranking our enchanting. We're trying to get this to 60, I believe. That's the magic number for that. You can leave alteration at 25 for time being. Yeah, you'll be alright with that. Illusion, keep cranking if possible though. There we go. We're already level 7, and we have yet to even kill an enemy so far. That's how amazing this is so far, you know? So this time we want to get an apprentice alteration. This will give us access to Cato's recital, which will put armor on us automatically. Now, you're obviously going to want to get Stone Flesh on self. There's also Open Apprentice Lock, which should be very useful as well for unlocking things. There is Featherfall, which is something you want to purchase later on as well. I would personally go for... I'll lean towards more than likely a Stone Flesh for now. We did pick up a Stone spell already, but I think the stronger version might help a little more. I'll probably just get an Open Apprentice Lock some other way.
Bed. I really need to sleep.
Okay, so now that we're level 7, we can officially kill a lot of things. And I mean a lot of things. Not an issue. Now the first thing to do is eat some food. And then why don't we go out and give this little mage a little spin. Let's go ahead and some stuff. We'll take a carriage ride to Riverwood and kill some bandits around that area. Or we can start at Whiterun and just work our way towards Riverwood manually. Doesn't matter either way. I might play around the Whiterun area. There's plenty of bandits outside over there. You know, another thing we could do is we have the funds for it right now. We have like 2,000 gold. We could actually make a stop at Solstheim and grab the Prophet's sandals.
Good morning. Where do you want to go?
Might actually not be a bad idea. It'd be kind of risky, but we could probably pull it off. Alright, so let's go to East March.
Going straight through, or did you want to stop somewhere along the
Windhelm.
Climb and back, and we'll be off. Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead.
The Imperials think us all lawless beasts.
The Ash Spawns should be weak to frost damage, if I remember correctly offhand, or I usually use lightning spells on them, because if something's immune to fire, we just hit it with lightning instead, and it usually works. Now, like, I'm not too worried about the Ash Spawn, it's those little bug guys I'm worried about. Those little hopper things, those things are extremely fast and extremely dangerous to us, because we have no area effect spells yet, like Fireball or something that can blow them up in large numbers. We also need to pick up our real deity. I'm leaning towards Hermaeus Mora personally. I want to get him. So that is the goal. I believe we could get him in Falkreed area. We have to make a stop there as well. I completely missed that. For some reason it did not jump at all.
It is planning on starting a fire.
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, you won't find a finer. I'll give you a fair price. If you ask me, I can't blame them. They still pay. Still interested in heading over? You've got yourself a ship. We'll cast off immediately.
Yeah, 250 gold is a pretty steep price, but those sandals are completely worth it. With my staff, it'll give me a 20% global reduction, which is amazing.
Well, here we are. Welcome to Raven Rock. Just be careful here. Things aren't what they used to be.
I don't recognize you. So I'll assume this is your first visit to Raven Rock, Outlander. State your intentions. You've picked one of the worst places in Morrowind to do that, but suit yourself. Just remember, Raven Rock is sovereign territory of House Lorerim. While you're here, you will be expected to abide by our laws. Any questions? Hail, Jolland.
Well met, Admiral. Before you even ask, yes. The supplies you requested.
Should have the damage to kill these guys. I'm not too worried. Let's see though, I could be fooled. I want to accidentally hit the guy though. That could give us a bounty.
I'll scatter your ashes to the wind.
Yeah, fire doesn't do too much. The volcano's erupting. Oh no. I do not want to be on land when this happens. Oh no, it's just this guy walking. Yeah, you definitely don't want to be on land when that volcano erupts. I don't have the ability to tank these guys at all. Some free magicka, nothing they could do about it. There we go.
Thanks. I wasn't sure I'd make it off this farm alive. I wish I could have said the same for my man here. Some of the Whiterun Guard have taken to calling them ash spawn. Me, I don't care what they're called. All I know is they're a danger to Raven Rock and they need to be stopped. I was going to search for clues that might lead me to wherever they're coming from. I know it isn't the best place to start, but we know they've been coming from this direction. Good. I can use all the help I can get. Besides, I don't feel comfortable leaving Raven Rock behind. And I'd hate to lose any more Whiterun Guard. We were searching the farm when the ash spawn ambushed us. Have a look around and see if you can turn up anything useful. This is strange. The note says it's from General Falk's Carius, but that's impossible. Well, Carius was the Imperial garrison commander at Fort Frostmoth, but he died over 200 years ago when the Red Mountain leveled the place. There's no way he could still be alive. If General Carius is still alive, there must be something keeping him that way. I need you to head out to Fort Frostmoth and check it out. I'm gonna head back to Raven Rock and prepare the men for further assaults. Be careful. This General Carius sounds out of his mind.
We took care of those guys. We're gonna stick to the water area. This will minimize the number of combat we have to get into. So ideally, we don't want to fight anything until we get our Prophet Sandals, and then, you know, we'll just fast travel back to Skyrim. There is bandits over here, so I gotta keep a little ways from this place. Oh, I know what those are. I don't want to mess with that thing either. Those things will hit like a truck. We should be able to kill one of them with our ice spells, but why take the chance, right? It's a long respawn back, and I got paid gold to come back here. Alright, there's some more ash bonds here. We're just gonna try to go between them and that fort over there, try to avoid combat from both sides. We just have to make it past them. So far, no issue, and we're almost to the location we need to be. Wait. So far, so good. Alright, we're at the water now. We just gotta follow this water upstream, and we're good to go. Alrighty. So far so good on our damage, I think, right? We're not the... I mean, our destruction isn't very high, but we're still producing decent damage. Now that right there is going to be an issue, because we have to get past that thing. You could try playing it safe and hugging left side, but if it spots us, we have to run really fast. There's the Prophet Sandals. For those who are wondering, it's right over here. This will decrease our spell cost by another 10% right here. So we're now at a 20% reduction, and soon will be a 30% reduction. So it's just going to be really, really nice. Well, now we can be a little more experimental. Let's find that little fire thing and give it a shot. Now, if we die, it's no big deal. I'll just get sent back to college, where we're trying to go anyway. Thing is, a fire element, so we can use ice on it. It's a Spriggan. That's a huge regeneration. So on second thought, that was a very bad idea. Okay, so by the way, the cool thing about these sandals is it allows us to walk on water. So we can now go anywhere on water, including frozen water, and not have to worry about it. All really nice things. Now we can just take the scenic route back. Now there is a bandit area right over here. I'm going to try to see if we could take it out real quick. Not this boat, but the one up ahead, that little crash boat along the line. There's a few bandits there. Let's see if we could knock them out. Potatoes recital. We could lure this thing to the bandits and hopefully let them take this thing out. Okay, these bandits are probably a bit higher than the ones at Whiterun, but we'll try our luck anyhow. Hopefully we can pull it off. First things first, we want to cause chaos in there. There's actually quite a bunch of bandits over there.
Milk drinker.
It's chaos over here, but this guy. I'm not worried about the boss. I'm more worried about the mage over there because he can still hit us. Yeah, that's the bane of our existence right there. Now, we do have some wolves, though. We can stick on them. Let's go mess with that, then. Oh, no. Rumbling, rumbling, rumbling. We don't want to be seen for this. Yeah, this changes everything right here. If we were on shoreline, they could hit us, and we're sit there like this, and can't do anything about it. I do want to loot that mage, though. Alright. Spawn it on me, so it'll end up in the water instead. What is that over there? Something shooting at me. Oh, that's one of their spell art.
From me, you look like you're lousy with gold. Good. Die.
It's that one. He revived him.
This ends now. Yield, and I may still show mercy. Bastard. Time for you to die.
Uh-oh, 2 summons. Oh, they got me. That thing got me. I can't believe it. I wasn't paying attention to my surrounding and I died to that thing. Either way, it works out. We had to get back to the college anyway. That's completely careless of me, though.
Off to bed. I really need.
Oh, and we didn't. We just lost experience points to level up too, which is kind of sad. All right, it's no big deal. That was one of the harder battles anyway, because ideally I was going to go to Whiterun, level off that thing. The bandits over there are a little more easier than, you know, what I was facing over there. Let's check the Whiterun one. Maybe it'll be some ones we can do there.
Where do you want to go? Going straight through, or did you want to stop somewhere? Climb and back, and we'll be off.
You could go to Rorikstead and get a pet goat over there.
I'm in Whiterun. I always visit the Guild Green. Never hurts to pay your respects to Lady Kinnereth, particularly in my line of work.
And for the record, you could technically start the mage quest line. You might have a little bit of trouble with the Draugr. I like to wait until I get like the fireball spell, this area effect, but you can start it early if you want. Just have to play a little carefully, but it is possible since Draugr are weak to fire, so you should be able to kill them. You can also craft a few scrolls to help out in pinch if needed. Okay, so we are 5 experience points from leveling. There we go. That's it. We got it. Let's go ahead and create a camp and create a save point right here, so we can respawn here if we die, and get our level up. Alrighty. You get improved armor here, but I'm going to be saving a perk point for this thing as well. Instruction. Let's see if there's anything we want here. Could get pyromancy to make our spells stronger and cheaper. Be a good one. Could do apprentice illusion. Okay, so let's see here. We already got charm. No, we don't got charm. We got the calm spell. I'm sorry. Charm is there. Not that I plan to use it much. Could get lullaby, put enemies to sleep. Might come in handy sometimes. Muffle will be good too. I'll grab that. Could do pain as well. I'm gonna stick to this distance stuff though. I don't want to do too much getting in their face and stuff. So no touch spells. Let's go ahead and get fear. It's not bad either. So many good choices, you know? I always sit here looking at spells like, man, this is good, this is good, this is good. I'll just grab Muffle instead then. Okay, now good thing is I don't need this right now, so I'm going to hold off on getting it, reading it. Right now I'm kind of just in the mood to kill things. Maybe I can do reading between episodes now. Now that we got our main stuff. Yes, you could easily cheese giants too if you want to. There's no issue. Fell into the ground. You guys know how much costlier that would have been without the staff and proper sandals? It's already paying off. I'm not even using Circle of Entropy or anything yet. I could do a Circle of Entropy before I do a barrage of spells on enemies if I wanted to. Oh, I completely messed this up. Oh no. Okay, let me see here. I meant to bombard him from a distance, but that's not going to work now. I'll use the wolves to stall.
Time to end this little game. True Nords never back down. I'll kill you.
Where he's running off to? I definitely didn't call myself a warrior. Moras are good for magic recovery, along with red flowers, so we definitely want to keep those. Forgot about that quest, the staff one. We could probably use that. Although I don't feel like messing with necromancers this early on, though. Still, hold an option. Okay, so if I don't want to hit this chest, we're gonna be attacked more bandits, so I gotta be ready for that. Let's try reading, get the one for a higher level. I mean, I know he had an archer friend, but I didn't think it was already up here. What I told you guys about being pinned down by an archer? Those wolves are really good for those. Yeah, never neglect your wolves just because they're a novice level spell. Those things will tear up archers. Yeah, I was taking cover because between, you know, like Dwarven, like first of all, crossbow bolts in general do a tremendous amount of damage and could possibly one-shot us. Now, on top of that, I take 50% more physical damage because of my Blood Warrior trait. So the last thing I want to do is get hit by one of those things. Like, there's something to that respect, and that's something you respect in the early game. Oh, this is going to be chaotic. You got giants near bandits. So I wonder if I should cause some chaos there. Active one of my spells. It's gonna turn into a massive free fall here, isn't it? Yep. It's gonna be a lot of crazy stuff happening right now. I do that want to lure in this direction also. Yeah. It's just gonna be complete chaos now, everywhere. Oh, crossbow guy. Was not expecting him on us. So that thing pretty much, these guys pretty much cleared out the halted camp for me already. You just look at this. You can't tell me mage is hard, right? Just from looking at this, like, I'm literally doing things like I wish I could do on a warrior character. Now, granted, it'll be a little more trickier at level 1, but it's still possible. Not this, obviously. You're gonna have to take like the smaller camps. But it's not entirely impossible to kill stuff at level 1 with a mage. Ooh, he looked up. It's gonna be, chances are he's gonna aim a crossbow bolt between the eyes right now. Okay, so I need to get a wolf down there if possible.
Fish, crazy war. This is your final hour. Ha! I'll come.
I'm gonna use terrain, but not like this. I'm gonna be jumping around and stuff like that. I'd rather be down there than to be up here trying to hit it. Although it is possible to do it that way. Oh, his buddy showed up though. This might not be fun anymore. Oh jeez, I spawned up here with me. I want to go near it. Now. Alright. Didn't give as much experience points as I thought it would, because we're a higher level now. Yeah, overall, we're halfway to level 9, and we have yet to do a missive or something like that, which will give us more experience points. Yeah, I think this is actually a good time to also call it. I know it's been, wasn't as much action, but I hope you guys learned something from the beginning half of it, though. Like the way I leveled up and stuff like that. It's actually quite easy to level up a mage even without having to fight. So for those of you who are struggling with bandits and stuff, you could easily just, you know, handle it this way as well. You just do a few quests and use the free scrolls at Saarthal like I showed you, and you could easily complete some of those beginner quests very easily. Alright, this is Mikezodia. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.